Hi all, welcome to my 53 squads for this week. We have a lot to get into and should be quite good fun in terms of how things will play out. Quite a lot of new additions in over this week in terms of goalkeepers, but also been preparing ahead for when J1 MLS kind of fades out, as it were, because I'm going to review the gallery a bit more in due course and see what's kind of missing from there. But I think I've got near enough everything. New additions include Shinton, Aldisaro and Atienza. Everything's been near enough bought from Alex Trader. Alex is a great lad. Got a lot of these cards for like super cheap, which is handy. It's like great when you're needing stuff and you're like, oh, I need this player or I need that player. And it just helps you out knowing that you've got them basically for super cheap, especially when like Aldisaro's putting in good numbers just now and Atienza's steady. Shinton's very affordable as well. Underdogs, we've obviously gone with team 2 is probably the weaker team. Like 1 and 3 are just a bit of fun. Tried to use what we could. Robert being in this team actually gives this team a real chance. But as I said, we're going to have a right review over the next week or two, filling in the gaps. But they're not going to be like these two competitions in general. When they're fielding such massive numbers, it's going to be hard to get a reward. You've got more chance in like in season and classic. Hopefully Jose Sa starts again. I have hopes that he does, because he did play well and was unlucky to not keep it as like 1-1. But Brentford, we need to try and buy more players from classic and in season. Obviously we've got Collins, Janelt, Pinnock and Keane Lewis Potter, but and Nordgaard, I think who else I've got, but we've been trying to add a Damsgaard. Definitely think I've missed the trick for him now because it's just getting harder and harder, but I'll see what I can put together with that, but see what we can do. I love how I've put the wrong teams together for names, but never mind. I'll sort them out later. So La Liga wise, we've stuck with the same keepers again. Like the only team that really out of the 3 in-season teams that's a concern is the Ivan Sanchez one, because it's putting the Marcos and this is a bit fail, but we've made sure to put the best players together. I'm going to try and get more Bilbao players in like due course as well, I think. But not everyone's just like it's steady. Komisana, Guaita, Berengu, the Frutos, Kiko, very solid team, and then Chillerson, the Frutos, and all that solid enough as well. Alex Munoz's recent addition in helping the champ orientated squads, so it'll be fun to see how he performs. He's been very consistent this season. We're going to be looking at new goalkeepers shortly. We got Moritz Nicholas for like a £5 earlier in the week. As far as I believe, the assumption is Moritz is playing this week and next, with Omlin expected to come back in. I think it's just before, is it after the break or just before the break? I'll actually look at the timeline of games, like the dates, just so I know if it's worth committing to Omlin in advance or holding off. But as far as I believe, he's due to start in a couple of weeks' time at least anyway. But Labrovic, this will probably like the last weekend we'll have of him, and then as I said, we'll scout about Bundesliga, because the other option for Augsburg is back in training as well. So Labrovic, I think this might just be his last game, and if Dortmund were to hammer Augsburg, then it'll be fun and games to be had, because they'll be like, oh, we can just blame Labrovic. Janulis, another recent addition in, excited to see how he performs. Champion in general, Bertrot, I'm intrigued to see if starts, simply because Lecomte conceded 5, but if I'm brutally honest, between Bertrot and Lecomte, neither are worth keeping. I think look elsewhere within the division. I'll have a think sooner or later with that. But 3 in-season teams that have potential. Eric Smith, I'm intrigued to see how he performs. Keeps producing solid numbers. But Nets and Barrow will have to get sorted out with. Just a bummer that Nets is out, and same with Barrow. But you just got to work with what you have. And Itakura just keeps putting in good numbers. Nordgaard's solid in the midfield. Like this Gyasi squad's got potential, like Tavernier, Mandanda, Gunter and Gyasi, and then Pereira, Laga. I hope he starts, because he came off the bench I think for a short stint the other night against Leverkusen. Hopefully comes off the bench. I'm now hampered because the Bologna-Milan game's cancelled, so sadly cannot get a box from this, or even a card for that matter if I was to look at the rewards. Yeah, tier 4 at best, or a box, but yep, sad times folks. 3 Challenger rare squads, all got potential. All depends if the championship players play. The squad built around De Silva, Siopis, Henderson and Hansen. Henderson's the only one that's the weak link. I'm hoping he can come off the bench at least, and that's like 35 points. So I'm sure notes I've seen he's maybe injured or something, but I'll have to double check. Shinton, I'm excited to see how he performs. I've been bold, went all in season for that squad. I could have went a bit classic instead of like Eiting. Kadri, I've been bold making him captain. I was going to go St Jago, but because we were playing Ajax, I thought opt against. And more I think about it, Shinton or Kadri probably as captain could be the shout. Rosier and the Fortuna lads. I'm definitely, if they buy more, I think I'm going to have a look at the Fortuna players for in-season and classic for in general, see what I can find. Like got myself a classic like Ivan Marquez, which is handy for Challenger. Sorts out MLS options when MLS options are away. Van Beherga just keeps putting steady numbers now that he's back. Turpan, obviously in the classic. I love how we've put a in-season card in a classic comp, but joys of what we got. Like this classic, this Challenger squad here, I've got to remember and change the name for it, but Ricky Pugh, Peck, Israel, Biscagli and Nathan Byrne. Biscagli should be expected to get 100 and then 50 on top, so you're laughing. It's just a case of what does the rest get. Contender squads were a bit hampered because we've only got one starting goalie this week, no J1, could have like the cups, but Bernal, Calvo, Otero and Alex Dia. If Alex Dia can, maybe we should captain him now because he got good numbers last night. He was like 90, I think it was like 94 points or something. But Otero and Alex Dia should be fine. Bursix, all eyes on him to see if he can deliver. But it's going to be fun and games there. I don't expect much from the 4 and 3 men respectively. Alexandra, I'm going to probably look to phase him out. I'm looking elsewhere for contender for rares, namely like hypermotion, so see what I can put there. And then obviously we've got one in season team of Wasipsena, who is the only classic card, but Baselli, Malineka, Mugoza and Ula Sanya for that. hopefully Toyosi can start to put some good numbers back in. Again, Portales are brought in for Dundee options. It was going cheap, so I thought bring him in, but see how it goes. It might be a short-term hold, I don't know. Tiffany hopefully as captain's a wise shout, but because you've only got likely one actually starting and two maybe coming off the bench, it makes it tricky. Classic wise, we're fine because we have depth and options, bringing in new options including Bigas and Oroy, so they'll get a start, and Melkerson being the limited in this squad. Zieler, Kusansk, Fonderson and Olivaja. More I've thought about, I should maybe change Melkerson, but I've tried to ensure everyone that's playing as starters to keep performing and try to get the boxes as a minimum, and hopefully try and get some card rewards as well. Under 23 is no longer called Hibsdale because Bursic was what was the running joke in this, but Lakesa, Cleonese, Richinel and Ndai. Ndai came off the bench last night and got some okay numbers to help, but didn't help get the reward in the end. But see how this one progresses. Let's see, if Shinton keeps clean sheet, it gives it a good start, and then it just comes down to the Arcasay players from there. Erthausen, I'm not sure if it's starting or not because I've seen some reports saying he's not. Beljo keeping his form up just now. He's pushing a tenner for his in-season card. It's scary when I first won him. He was a fiver. Now he's basically double in value. Enjoyed what a run of form does. Sisa hopefully can put some run against at the weekend. Zabarnia being the captain in that team is the reason. Obviously Hibs around Mikola in season, and see what Muller performance we get. Ukili, there is a fear that he might be on the bench, but it's a chance I take. Restes, Rico, Lewis, Wirtz, Haaland and Hansen being this under 23 team actually has serious potential, so I'm quite happy with that nonetheless. And obviously the best of Europe hampered because Mainan, Wirtz, Lewis, Lafort and Haaland. And what's scary is for a 4-man, I feel like it has real potential. If I'm brutally honest, it's kind of why I've tried to stick with players that are playing in certain competitions, because the way I looked at it, I was like, who's playing in X competition and whatnot, and knowing that if I could in essence field them in the same competition gave me half a chance. But we'll wait and see how it goes from there, folks. Obviously rewards, time this gets done at 7 and we will take it from there, folks. So have a good one, folks. Let me know how your Sorare does this weekend, and what rewards you're looking forward to and all that good stuff. So have a good one, folks. Let me know how you do, and I will catch you all for when the video part, the rewards part comes in, and then all from there. So have a good one, folks, and catch you all later. Rewards for midweek, we have a level 1 1 star. I don't know even why I did that. Go back a step. Claim all would help. So a 3-star, a 1-star, and a limited standard box. Joys of warm up, even improving steady. Get them all opened. So the standard box, I just want to double check what the breakdown for it is now. Oh, it's 2 essence guaranteed, right? Still, that's fine. Obviously 1-star, as we were saying in the video. 3 essence for midweek still potentially, which is not bad. See what we get. Sitting on 60 at the moment. We get ours 3 for our troubles. We get 2, so we're guaranteed 5 as a minimum. So it's not bad. And then the 3-star box before the update, 5 is 50. Wouldn't mind the 20, and then that really puts us close to the 100. 5, pity. So 70 essence and all. As I said, folks, we obviously covered the squads before the video, first part of the video, but just to kind of show again how close we were with some squads. Obviously there's less said about that better. Well, not necessarily, it was just unlucky with Langerak and Energida not playing. Basically, if we'd put Ortuno in this team, it would have got us the box, but it is what it is. And in fact, what would have got us in the end? 2-star box. Hey ho. Hey ho. And a change of captain and a clean sheet, you'd be pushing a card reward. This just held on. This was what, like 3 points. Just a bit more form, like just Esketa really would have got the 4-star box, and then change of captain would have pushed towards what was it, 4-star box with a tier 5, but it's what is. That guaranteed, like, to get a 1-star box out of that is impressive. It just shows, can you go up for me, Sorare? Would be appreciated. And we have to do this then. 68 points of a difference, so literally anyone else in that team would have been nice. Change of captain or Quintero clean sheet for there. 32 points off, so basically Arana not getting the second goal hurt us, and I don't think who else I could have put in, like Sakamoto instead of Savio, I suppose. But we were on kind of like the right wavelength. I'm surprised I didn't captain Esketa, to be honest, with that kind of game. Slipped up there, and then 19 points off. That was basically no. Basically with Cesar not playing, we didn't have any other. Didn't have like any under 23s actually. I think playing, that was the problem. Like obviously other than Die, but we don't have his limited, so just shows you all you needed was somebody playing that was on under 23, and we've got ourselves an extra box. So, and somebody actually playing would have put us top 100. So, shows you how well we'd picked our team. Just unlucky in the circumstances, but 3 boxes nonetheless. And then see what we can get this weekend. Have a good one, folks. Let me know, as I said, what you got from your rewards if you had any, and what squad you're running this week. So have a good one, folks. Take it all, and I'll catch you all later.